Alright guys, welcome back to another G Auto Repair YouTube video. And today we're working on a 2013, I believe 13, 14 or 15, something like that, Dodge Durango Citadel. And this is having an issue when you're driving down the road, that it starts making this popping noise from the rear. And the customer really didn't complain about this. I just kind of noticed it after I was test driving it for other issues. And from what I can tell, it's coming from one of these, well, from this rear axle primarily. It sounds like when your CV joints are bad, when you're turning, it makes that clacking noise, that loud metallic clacking noise, and that's exactly what it sounds like. But it only does it under very specific loads. You drive it down the road and you don't hear nothing or feel nothing until you get about 40, 45, and then you hear it a little bit, it goes away, it comes back, it goes away. So it's kind of unusual. I'm thinking it's the axle, because these do have those CV joints on the rear axle, so I'm thinking they're locking up or binding or something in the joints. So I wanted to do a video on this real quick. So I have an assistant that's just gonna turn it on, put it in drive. I have the car supported on the jack, so it's not gonna go anywhere. And under a specific torque load is when you're gonna hear it. Go ahead and start the car and do it. So drive. Oh, there it goes. That's what I'm hearing. Really difficult to tell, but it's definitely coming from this end somewhere. It's actually doing really good now. Alright, that's enough. Thank you. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace this axle, because I'm very sure that it's coming from the axle. I've checked the oil here. You can see it's a little wet there. I kind of drained a little bit just to see if I see any metal chunks or anything coming out of it, which it didn't. But I definitely feel that cracking, popping, clacking noise coming from this end over here. So I'm almost certain that I'm very certain actually that it's gonna be that axle. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace this, and then we'll do an update video to see if it fixed the problem or not. Alright guys, so we're back with the 2012 Dodge Durango. And unfortunately, just to give you guys an update, I have not been able to locate the new axle. I did pull it out, I did order one, but it wasn't the right one. And this thing, guys, has been a mission. 2 weeks fighting with this thing, trying to find the right axle, and I can't get it. It doesn't show up nowhere, not even in the junkyards. Apparently, from what I understood, I even called the dealer, and they said that this part has been discontinued. I don't know why, but it has. It's really not that old. It's a 2012, but that seems to be the norm here lately, that they start discontinuing stuff for these cars. But this is an unusual differential. Is a 225 millimeter differential, and when you try to order these things from the parts store, you only get the 230 millimeter, which is a different axle altogether. This inbound joint here, the original one, which is this one, has 34 splines, and this one has 32. So when you order it from the parts store, you get a 32 and a 32, which is incorrect. And obviously this is different, it's way smaller as well. So that has presented a very serious complication here. So at this point, I've contacted junkyards, nobody has it, and when they say they have and they pull it out, it's not the right one. I've already ran into that situation a couple times, and it doesn't show up nowhere. And obviously the dealer discontinued the part, so I can't go through the dealer. So what I did do, I didn't videotape this or anything like that, but I did pop this boot out, and this right here was bone dry. It had no grease at all. So I can't really replace it. I even took it to a local shop here that deals with this, and they said, well, we can't get parts for these things, so he couldn't even rebuild it for me. But he asked me if I greased, and I said yeah. So he's like, just slap it back on there and see what happens. But you're probably not gonna find the part for this. So at this point, I have no other choice but to put this one back on there. He was kind enough to put a new band here, because I did pull this one as well. He put this new band in there for me. So I'm just gonna slap it back in there and call it a day. As you can see, I've had this all tore apart for 2 weeks now, and I can't get a replacement part for it. So I'm just gonna put it back together and pray for the best and see what happens. So when I do that, I'm gonna get back on the camera and see if we at least got some kind of improvement, or maybe I was fortunate enough to have fixed the problem. I don't know. I honestly, I don't know what's gonna happen after this, but stay tuned, and we'll see what happens. All right, so here we are in the test drive, and so far so good. It seemed to have improved. I haven't heard any popping coming from the rear yet anyways. I'm not claiming victory yet or anything like that, but I'm just trying to give it a couple miles to see what we come up with. Let me turn right here. So like I mentioned earlier, it's been a very difficult ordeal for me. The car's been down for a couple weeks, trying to find this replacement axle, which doesn't exist apparently. And it may exist, it's just, I don't know, poorly cataloged or something. But according to the dealer, they no longer make this part. The original part number is P as in Paul 6802501 Adam Boy, if I can remember correctly. And for me to remember that part number, assuming that is correct, it tells you how extensive the search was for this part, and how elusive it is. There are probably some out there, it's just I couldn't get a hold of one. I called several junkyards in the area, talked to my friends over at Keystone or LKQ, and the one that I ordered was incorrect, even though in their system it showed that it had the 225 millimeter ring gear. So, and it came all the way from Oklahoma, and it was still not the right one. So either somebody messed up when they they pulled it out. They probably accidentally picked the wrong car or something, but the point is that I got the wrong axle. So this has been a mission, to say the very least. But as of right now, I don't hear the popping. And again, all I did was grease it and pull the bands off the boots and greased it. That inner joint was bone dry. It didn't have a drop of grease. So maybe that had something to do with it. I would prefer to have replaced it with a new one, but as we can see, these phones, they have a tendency to ring at the most inopportune moment. I was trying to ignore the call, but it picked up anyways. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't want to claim victory yet, but so far so good. No popping noise of any kind. I'm gonna drive it for a little bit longer, and I'll let you guys know what I find. So just stay tuned for the final update. Alright guys, so I went ahead and put a few miles on it, and so far I have not heard the popping anymore. So I'm thinking that grease helped out a lot. Hopefully they won't have any more issues, but I'm not gonna make any promises. So if you run into the situation where you can't find the rear axle for 2011, 2012 Dodge Durango, this one in particular is a 5.7 liter, but I think the 3.6 or whatever other option they have also uses the same one. If you're having difficulties, you're probably not going to find it, and that's because you have a 225 millimeter rear differential, and that is not very common apparently. If you have the 230, no problem, but if you have the 225, you are going to run into some issues where you're not going to find it. If I do find any updates or anything, I'll post, I guess, a follow-up video or something, or add it to the description. I'm not sure, but this has been a mission. But some grease in the inner joint helped out a lot apparently, because I haven't heard the popping anymore. Not to say it won't happen again, but as of right now I have not heard it anymore. So guys, thanks a lot for sticking in there and going through this situation with me. If you have ran into the situation and you resolved it, maybe you have a part number or something we could use, please put it in the comments below so I can follow up on it and do some research, and maybe for the next time I'll know what to do, and I'll appreciate that very much. Thanks a lot. Please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next video. Ciao.